Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome to the Huddersfield Guide for FM19. We're going to take a quick look through the team. Could be a very tricky challenge. They're surviving in the Premier League, but that's about it. We're going to look at the team, see what areas need strengthening, finances, what the board expects us to achieve this season. So let's get straight into it. Board, what do you want? Is it, don't say mid-table. Okay, avoid relegation. That's fine. FA Cup, 4th round, League Cup, 3rd round. Okay, you're going to give us a load of money to do that? £7.7 million and about 35 grand in wages. It's like one player, isn't it? It's not going to set the world alight, but, might be able to find a Brazilian wonder kid or 3 for that sort of money. If we go and look in, so obviously we've only got domestic competitions this year, which is nice. Don't have to have a massive squad. If we look at the staff, it's terrible. Okay, that needs a complete rebuild. We filled all our scouting centre and we're almost the lowest in the league. So I imagine we've got 7 data analysts. Okay, cull a few of those, get a few more scouts in, replace the crap ones, same as the coaches. Yeah, it needs a bit of work, that. Jesus. Lack quality depth in goal, better depth. Okay, it's usually about depth. It's all right, isn't it? It's all right. Dynamics are very good. That's all right. Match Keegan will fix itself when she play a few things. So let's have a look at this team then. We'll have a look at the under-18s, see if there's any sort of wonder kids as well at the end. We've got Ben Harmer in goal, who's okay. We've got Lossell, who's our 29-year-old, sort of looks like to be first choice. Who's a decent keeper. His passing's 10, kicking's 12, throwing's 12. His distribution's okay. Not too bad. We've got Ben Harmer as a decent backup. So that's, we can't look to rebuild this first season because we don't have the money unless you're going to go mad. There's always the option of just selling up a bunch of players. I know a lot of FM players like to do that, just set up a bunch of players and rebuild with your own team. Generally, I like to do it the other way. With the first season, I like to keep it pretty similar and just maybe get 1 player in, 2 players, and then look to rebuild. Give these players a chance to prove how shit or good they are. So we've got Jorgensen as a centre-back, 28 years old, coming into his prime, really solid player as well. Pretty pacey for a centre-back, which is nice. Can he pass? Not bad. Okay, so we can play out from the back. Tommy Smith, 26 years old, more of a right-back than a centre-back. He's got 12 heading. If we select centre-back, just to give an idea, he's not too bad. If needed, he can definitely do a job at centre-back, but he's an okay right-back as well, pretty well-rounded without being exceptional. We've got Schindler's List, 28-year-old German, all coming into their prime, decent, well-rounded player. I like him a lot. Congolo, you have to say it like that. Another centre-back, can play at left-back as well. He likes a 14, apparently. I think that's just lazy programming. They've just gone 14. Cut and paste, cut and paste, cut and paste, cut and paste, haven't they? Oh, strength. You just spoil it. But he's actually a pretty well-rounded player. Not exceptional at anything, but good teamwork and all that sort of good stuff. Can equally play as well as right-back and centre-back. I'm actually sort of surprised. But by the looks of it, we need him to play as a centre-back. Because we don't have many. And then we've got... how do you fucking pronounce this one? Florin... I'm going to go phonetic. Jonaj, who is our 23-year-old Swiss right back. Everyone loves a Swiss right back, said no one ever. Markings 10, a little bit lackluster. Concentration, he's got a mistake in him by the looks of him, but he's pretty pacey and really good going forward. Chris Lowe, left-hand side. Very similar, actually, to the other guy. Not the best defensively, okay going forward, decent amount of pace. And then we've got Eric Dunn, who can play both sides, but he is right-footed, always good to bear that in mind. Yeah, some of his technicals let him down a little bit, but he's okay. So, it's not the greatest squad depth at defence, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 defenders in total for 4 positions. That definitely needs looking at. That may be the area we strengthen. We've got Jonathan Hogg, 29 years old, good defensive midfielder, 20. Always nice to see a 20. 20 stamina, 20. He'll run all day, every day, forever. In fact, you could probably power your house if you put him on like a giant hamster wheel type thing. And he's going to get a few yellow cards. I quite like him. He's brave. He's strong. He's going to get sent off, but I actually like him. He's 3.5 star. He's decent. We've got next up Philip Billing, 22 years old. Well-rounded player. Not great, but a decent squad player. We've got Danny Williams, who's out for 7 weeks, so he should be back pretty much pre-season and beginning of the season. Another sort of meh player, 29 years old. He's not going to get much better. He's got some good physicals. Box to box might suit him. I don't think his passing is good enough to be a proper deep line playmaker. 13 passing, vision's only 9. Yeah, I wouldn't have him as a playmaker, but as a box to box, he's okay. He's okay going at forward. Then we've got lone listed, but Juninho Bakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase. He's our right winger. He's 20 years old, Dutch, 4.5-star potential. Quite a well-rounded player. I don't mind him, actually. What's he like as just a sort of standard wide midfielder? I think you could almost make this guy whoever you want to be, really. If you want him to be a bit more defensive-minded, we're going to need to work on his tackling and his positioning, but we can push him sort of further on and then work on his dribbling. He's pacey enough, but okay, I like him. Good to have some young talent in the squad. Then we've got Aaron Moy, the bald-headed wonder, Voldemort himself, Jonjo Shelvey's twin brother. A very good playmaker. Not quick. He's not going to be a box-to-box, but he's a good playmaker. Then we've got Elias Kachunga. Just a great word to say. Try it at home. Kachunga. Just saying. Pacey winger that can't cross. Excellent. It says he plays striker as well. Does he play striker? 13 finishing. It's all right. Then we've got Colin Quaynar. He's 8 point. Might cash in on him depending on the rest of the team. Got Sobi, 5-star potential, 4.5-star potential, Egyptian. It's like a poor man's Mo Salah, but he's actually pretty good. Really good mentals. Tries killer balls, argues with officials. What's his aggression? 14. Looks for pass, knocks ball past the opponent. Okay, I don't mind him. He's all right. Again, youngster, so we can maybe look to train him how you want. Alex Pritchard, 25 years old. Definitely a number 10 by the looks of it. Or at least out on the actually wing as well. He could play anywhere. Because you could play him as an inside forward. You could play him as a winger, although not the paciest. Good versatile player though. Good to have in the team. Then we've got Van Lapera, who's a bit hit and miss in real life for me. Inside forward but can't finish. He's more of a winger. He's got enough pace to be a good winger. He knocks the ball past, runs with the ball down the right, hugs line. He's a winger. He is not. This is where I know I harp on about this, but don't always just see that and go, well, he is an inside forward. He's got crap composure, terrible finishing. And none of his player traits suit inside forward. He is an out-and-out winger. So, but I actually quite like him. He's all right as a decent backup. Then we've got Diakabi, Diakabi, if you want to go phonetic. Our striker, 21 years old, 4-star potential. Okay. Not bad, well-rounded player, to be fair. He's decent in the air as well. Good jumping reach, so that's quite nice, but not setting the world alight. We've got Isaac Mpenza on loan from Montpellier, who is an inside forward. Is he an inside forward? Composure's a little bit weak, but the rest is okay. Can play as a winger as well. Can play as a striker-ish, but not too bad. And then we got Lon Diblock. Okay, the accents need to stop. It's getting more extreme. Okay, he's a big lump. He's 6'3", got 16 heading, 14 jumping reach, 16 strength, 17 teamwork. Brave. He's all right, isn't he? He's all right. And then we've got Steve Mooney, who is... I've lost the plot. Oh, a complete forward. Treat ourselves. Actually, he's quite I can see why. He's a very well-rounded player. Teamwork is the only thing that really lets him down. Decision-making is a bit iffy. But other than that, he's only 23. He's going to improve. Okay, not too bad. Let's have a quick look at the under-23s. Oh, my God, they're awful. We found one. We found a couple, boys. Abdul Hamdi Sabiri, another German. Is there a thing with... Oh, yeah, because the manager's German, isn't it? Well, I'm not German. I'm the manager. Okay, you know what I mean. Current manager's German, so that makes sense. He's actually pretty good, but he is 21. either get him in the first team now and give him chances, which I probably would, or get him out on loan. He can't sit in the under-23s at 21 years old. Then we've got Dehaney. He's 4.5-star potential, but is only 1.5 current and needs a lot of work. A right back. Yeah, decent. Nice couple of prospects there. Okay, if we're thinking, I was going to say where we're going to spend our money. We've got £7 million to spend. I think defence is where we need. I think the goalkeeper's fine for the time being. I think we definitely need another bit of action on the old fullback front, possibly. I think we've got enough central midfielders. There's no obvious ones we can cash in. There's a couple of players that we might be able to get some money for, but to be honest, I'd look to just strengthening areas rather than rebuilding this first season. I might look to sell him 8 million. I'll take it. He's been at the club a couple of years, hasn't he? Yeah. So, yeah, maybe I'd look like to Laurent can go. We've got other players that can play striker. As for tactics, quite an interesting one here. Because, quite frankly, I've got no fucking clue. I want to play Moy as a number 10. Just pinging balls out. That's like goal one. We actually don't really have. I'm not going to do a tactic. I'm just going to talk about it. We don't have a massive amount of out-and-out strikers. Remember, it says we've got 6 players to play striker. We saw the attributes and we disagree. But I'd probably look to play one up top. I think then if we're going to play on the outside, we've got some players that play as an inside forward. We've got a right winger. So I think I'd go for my sort of classic inside forward on the left, supporting the main striker. Winger on the right. I think we would, as a lesser squad in the Premier League, I think playing 2 up top might be a little bit risky, but it's potentially doable. There's no obvious holes in this team. They're pretty well rounded. I think the whole team could do with a upgrade a bit. But here's where I want you guys to get involved. If you are a Huddersfield fan or have managed them in the game, whether it's this year or last year, it's all still valid advice. Tell us what tactics worked for you, what transfers you made in and out, some of the surprising performances from some of these guys. Get involved in the comments, help each other out. Right, there we go for my guide for Huddersfield. Good luck. As for the challenge, I think it's avoid relegation is doable. I don't think it's too horrific. I don't think you're going to be doing a Leicester anytime soon, but I don't think it's going to be too tricky. I think there's worse teams in the Premier League. There we go, my friends. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you around. Bye-bye.